Hi, I'm Doug,
I'm Matt.
and this is the Unordinary blog. All right, so we decided to do a vlog of just random news that we found interesting, different things. We thought it would be good to kind of connect with people. So, we're going to kind of just go back and forth and talk about different things.
We went ahead and picked different subjects that we don't know about. We've done it on our own. And we're going to go through and discuss them. And we want you guys to comment on how you feel about the stories we've picked.
Yeah, it's more of an interactive thing, so we'd like for you guys to leave some comments and, just enjoy us talking about weird topics that we haven't previously discussed with each other. So, all right, cool. Well, I am going to get started. Actually, first things first, we want to talk about the production of hot air. We kind of wanted to go over letting people know that we are, in fact, producing the second season, and it's going very well.
Yes.
And when I say very well, I mean it's going very, very well. So
definitely it's taking a lot more time because there's a lot more being put into it, but it's definitely going to be worth the wait. So
yeah, we feel that if we take the time that we didn't take last season, we actually are going to get a better product because last time we rushed things. We felt like we just wanted to make sure we could do it, but this time we're trying to put out a good product. So just letting you guys know that every vlog will kind of talk a little bit more about the production, how things are going, and maybe give you a little video clips of what we're doing. So anyway, on to the unordinary news. I will start with two topics I found. I haven't previously, like I said.
I have no idea.
He has no idea what we're doing. So, and we're going to have some pictures up here. So the first thing, I don't know if any of you guys have heard about this, but well, you can go ahead and switch the slide. Apparently, there's a candidate for mayor, the city of Oakland. Mayor Einstein.
Mayor Einstein.
A dog is running for mayor of the city of Oakland.
All right.
I think what it mainly was is they were trying to kind of more or less talk about how animals are being mistreated and people are being mistreated. They're saying this is the candidate for the people. But I'm kind of just thinking, why would you really want a dog to represent you as being,
Well, they're lovable. You should have a lovable mayor.
Well, actually, I pulled a few excerpts from the website.
All right.
And right at the beginning, it kind of just goes into, I like to run a lot. I mean, a lot.
And by run, we mean run for mayor. That's
I think that's kind of what they're alluding to. Is so make no mistake, I can make it all the way to the finish line, and I invite you to join me.
Join me, shall you?
Yeah. So apparently the political advisor, Michael Wilson, he was telling, I'm not sure if any of you guys know the, pretty sure you do, Huffington Post. They had an interview, and he told them, I can tell you that he's never bitten anybody. So I think that's pretty...
Well, and that's good because that means my chances of running for mayor are good because I've only bitten maybe 2 people in my lifetime.
That's true.
So.
That's true. Which, in fact, he is actually running... Yeah, when we were kids. He's actually running for mayor. So that's good news for him.
Yeah.
So, so anyway, whatever you guys think about that, I'd like to hear your thoughts on...
Tell us what you think. Would you vote for this dog for mayor? And mind you, remember, his name's Einstein, so obviously he's intelligent.
Yeah, he's got to be smart.
Yeah,
so.
He probably speaks, but he's just keeping it inside.
So the next thing I found was an article.
Switch up.
This is a world's most expensive burger. It's called the Glam Burger, and I'll save the price for last because it's pretty intense. But the ingredients are Kobe Wagyu beef minced with New Zealand venison. Canadian lobster poached in Iranian saffron. It's got some beluga caviar. Hickory smoked duck eggs. I'm sure that's the egg there.
And we all know that's nutritious.
Yeah, that's exactly. It's got an edible gold leaf, which this is gold. You can eat that, but it's gold, so that's a waste of money right there. I'd like to point that out.
That's even better.
And it's got a champagne jus, which is the sauce that goes on there, and it's got grated white truffle on it. So I think that's probably mustard. I don't know if that's mustard or
this
not.
right
Probably
here.
Heinz mustard.
This right here is the highlight of the hamburger because you have to actually dive over the hamburger to get to the mustard. It's not actually on the hamburger.
Exactly.
Because, a cheap hamburger, they put it on there. And in an expensive one, we put the mustard all over the table.
Yeah, so apparently it was mainly just supposed to be some promotion thing for Groupon UK, so that they could, I guess. I have no idea why you do a promotion for this hamburger. But anyway, so it's kind of just celebrating the 5 millionth food and drink voucher that they've had. I think that that could probably feed half a person. And if you want to take a guess, how much do you think this burger costs to buy?
I'm gonna give my guess. I'm gonna say $959.37.
Ooh, close.
Really close.
Actually, you are off by about $800 or so. It's $1,768 for that burger. So apparently, someone had a lot of money to waste, and they thought it would be an interesting.
I would just like to point out that it's a Green Bay Packers hamburger.
Well,
definitely we're buying it.
If you can't tell by my head, I'm a Chicago fan, and that's not okay with me. So I'm not okay with that. But anyway, so those are the two topics I picked out. If you guys want to comment about what you think about those things,
would you eat this hamburger? Would you pay that kind of money to put this in your mouth?
Well, I don't think they're actually going to make more. I think there's only a few burgers that they made, but they basically paid for someone to fly out to eat the burger and then paid for the burger. So I don't think you'd ever get a chance to eat this. But if you could, would you eat it? That's kind of the question. So,
all right. So here we go. Go to the next slide. Here's and this is good. I found this quite interesting. So, a 6-foot-tall fork, and let's all just say, if you don't like this movie, we have a real problem because this is a really good movie. Any Muppet movie is an awesome movie, but this is better than a Muppet movie. So. We got a 6-foot-tall fork and appeared in Carlsbad, California, in the traffic island at the intersection of Levant Street and Anillo Way on October 16th, so recently. The unnamed artist is a 62-year-old retired teacher who said he was impressed by the joke in the Muppet movie in which the characters encounter a giant silverware fork when they are looking for a fork in the road. Best scene in the movie. It's awesome. So, Carlsbad residents got a kick out of the sculpture, but a city crew removed it the next day once they put it up. You can go to the next one. This is the fork in the road. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is good. So they removed it. So after they removed this sign, another resident erected a sign in its place that says, go to the next screen, why the fork not? I mean, it's genius. Why the fork not? So, which the city also removed the next day.
I wonder why.
So,
I couldn't imagine why they would want that sign sitting out in front of their intersection.
So they remove it, and these residents just don't give it up. They keep going. So the residents then began taping real normal-sized forks to a nearby sign. A spokesman for the city said the sculpture is a code violation.
Huh.
I think they should just leave this sign up because it's...
Well, but see, you would need the context of the fork. So if someone was driving by, they probably would just assume some kid and put that up there. I don't know.
It's good though. It's good.
Yeah.
I would have left the real fork.
This is borderline. I don't know what this is.
All right.
This is it has to do with Muppets, and Muppets are great.
And I picked this next story because we live in the desert, so this is. We all understand this. There's no slide for it. This is just plain storytelling. This is good old storytelling right here. So 1-year-old homeless man in Mobile, Alabama, which is he's homeless. So
I believe
that's
it's
the first
pronounced
part.
Mobile, Alabama.
No, it's mobile. It's mobile. That's we're calling it that.
Okay, Mobile, Alabama.
So was treated with anti-venom after he was bitten by a decapitated cottonmouth, which is a snake. So first rule of thumb, obviously we all know, when you cut a snake's head off, it is still movable. It still bites. It's still alive. You don't touch the head. Okay, but this is good. So most people know that. If you didn't know that, now you do. Don't cut a snake's head off and pick it up as a souvenir. But a friend had seen the snake in a creek and cut its head off with a machete. So obviously the people in Alabama are carrying around machetes. The unnamed victim was playing with the severed head, which is even better.
Why did you not play with the severed head?
Hang on. And then he sticks his finger in the snake's mouth. Because, I mean, why wouldn't you? You cut off a snake's head, you have it in your hand, and you're all, dude, I wonder, you know?
I'm sure he probably was doing this move too.
Well, whatever. It's not even an intelligent move in the first place. But if you're carrying around a machete, obviously.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
By reflex, the snake head bit down on the finger, and the man first refused medical treatment. So you get bit by a venomous snake, and then you refuse to be seen by a medical staff.
Why? Does it say why?
Hang on. But after he started showing symptoms of venom poisoning, he was then taken to the USA Medical Center and treated and released.
Huh.
So, if you didn't know, that you cut a snake's head off and then it might bite you, that's acceptable. But to carry around a machete and chop the snake's head off and then play with it.
Well, I also have to preface this by saying that we live out in the desert. There's lots of snakes. And so I think it's really funny to us since everybody out here... It seems like something that would actually happen out here on a daily basis.
Yes,
yeah,
this is normal.
So.
But see, the people in California, we don't play with snake heads and carry machetes around and stick our fingers in venomous snake mouths. We just bury it.
Yeah, well, actually, I do, but that's different.
That's totally a different story. So those are my two stories. Yeah. I just thought you guys would get a kick out of the last one.
Yeah. We want to enlighten you with different random things. And we would like to.
Why the fork not?
You're fired from this job. I'm pretty sure we're done with that. So, and the last question we would like to ask you guys is, I'm not sure if anybody heard the story or not, but we had discussed this beforehand. There was a house. A family had moved into this house they had bought for around $450,000. And apparently they had a little bit of a spider infestation. And most people think, like, well, what does that mean? You'd think maybe like 20, 30 spiders, 40 spiders. Apparently this house was infested with anywhere from 4 to 6,500 brown recluse spiders in their walls. At one point, these spiders were oozing out of the walls. That is probably the most horrifying thing I could ever imagine.
Yeah, and this is coming from me. I just don't like spiders in the first place. So if there's one in the house, it's bad enough. Yeah,
I mean, you can handle two spiders, but we were thinking, what if you had 400 spiders in your walls? That sounds horrifying enough, but to think about 4,000 to 6,500 spiders,
the news report said that they stayed in the house for, years until the point where they had to leave the house. And here's my question. Why? Period. Why?
If you saw
more than 100 spiders in your house, would you be like, yeah, we're good? And to even make it worse, these are not just like normal spiders where, it bit you and you'll get over it, you'll move on. These are brown recluse spiders, and
when they bite you, it doesn't just swell up, it liquefies the flesh inside and then it turns into a crater. So I'm thinking if you got bit by a couple hundred of those, you probably would turn into a black hole is my thing. You probably would implode. The crater would be so large. That's really disgusting. So I'm thinking it would be time to get out of there. But beforehand, what I'm thinking you would want to do is have a handyman come by and tell him you need him to get into your wall real quick. And tell him to break a hole in the wall and see what he does, and then you leave.
Tell them that there's a water leak.
Yeah, exactly.
And
hey, I need you to fix my pipes, and can you go take a look? So anyway, the question is, what would you do in that situation? What would you, for those of you who love spiders, maybe you'd like it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I mean, feel free to leave a comment below so we know how our viewers are feeling about this. But I'm just saying,
All two of you.
2 spiders, I might consider selling the house. Like, just saying.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the Unordinary vlog.
It was.
The volume 1. And we're going to keep doing these every week and give you updates on what we're doing with hot air, as well as give you whatever we just gave you. I don't know what it was, but if you sat through this, congratulations. And,
you now have a star for...
If you subscribe, I don't know what's wrong with you, but maybe you might like the future episodes. So that would be us signing off.